For over 73 years, he stood by his queen's side, her most loyal and faithful subject. Prince Philip of Greece was an 18-year-old cadet in the British Royal Navy when a 13-year-old Princess Elizabeth first took a shine to him back in 1939.
I, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary.
The two were married in November of 1947. 5 years later, Elizabeth ascended to the throne, and Philip gave up his career to support his queen in her duty.
My grandfather was, had a very successful career in the military or in the Navy. He gave it all up to do his job and to be there to support the Queen.
In 2011, he spoke to the BBC about the challenges those early years presented when it came to his new role.
The problem was, of course, to recognise what the niche was and to try and grow into it, and that was by trial and error, and there was no precedent.
So your first duty, first and foremost, to support the Queen?
Yes.
And what does that involve?
Helping her, supporting her, doing anything that is valuable to her.
It was Philip, apparently, who encouraged the Queen to make that famous speech celebrating Diana after grieving Britons had accused her of being too stoic, too aloof, and too royal.
In good times and bad, she never lost her capacity to smile and laugh, nor to inspire others with her warmth and kindness.
At all times forced to walk 2 steps behind Elizabeth, but in life they were equal partners. They had 4 children and a loving, enduring marriage. As consort to the Queen, Prince Philip supported over 800 charities, made over 620 solo visits to 143 countries, and traveled thousands of miles across the globe with the Queen on tours and state visits, but never grabbing the spotlight for himself.
It must have been quite difficult for him being in the sort of shadows and being the support. But he does it fantastically well. He's never complained.
And it's obvious from all of us, and it should be obvious to everybody else that sees it going on, is the fact that without him, she would be slightly lost, I think.
He'd lived to watch his beloved grandchildren get married, making it to the wedding of Harry and Meghan in 2018 while recovering from a hip operation. He also saw the birth of a new generation of royals, including Prince George, the future heir to the throne. And Meghan and Harry announcing they're expecting a second child, adding to the 9 great-grandchildren that Prince Philip has left behind. He retired from his public duties in 2017. His final public appearance was in July of last year, handing over his role as Colonel-in-Chief of the Rifles to Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, who was nearly 100 miles away. Philip's role as the man behind the throne did not go unnoticed. The Queen herself even spoke of it on their 50th wedding anniversary in 1997.
All too often, I fear Prince Philip has had to listen to me speaking. He is someone who doesn't take easily to compliments, but he has quite simply been my strength and stay all these years. And I and his whole family owe him a debt greater than he would ever claim or we shall ever know.